Hello and welcome to Knit All the Yarn podcast. I'm Lisa and I'm coming to you from Michigan. This is episode 298. Got my coffee in my Taylor Swift mug, pumpkin spice creamer. I think the next episode will be the last episode with pumpkin spice creamer. Dear. I have like half a bottle left. I might save it until like the end of next week, so I at least have one more episode with pumpkin spice creamer. This is episode 298. Did I say that already? I don't know. And this is my YouTube channel where I share my knitting, crochet, cross stitch, whatever crafty thing I'm up to. Today it is all knitting. I have two finished objects. You can probably figure out at least one right now. Yeah. And I have 3 whips, works in progress. I will have all the show notes right down there in the description box. I'll have links to my email. I guess not. Is it a link to the email? I'll have my email down there. My Instagram, that's where I'm most active. I am on Instagram and Ravelry as 72 Stitches. Why am I feeling rusty today? I don't know. I'll have links to Ravelry project pages, links to bags, patterns, yarn shops, bag shops, all that good stuff. I will have reading and watching down there. I will have my Ko-Fi down there. I will also have, I am doing a new series called Stash Tales. Oh my, I am doing Stash Tales, which is where I got the idea from Shauna Stitches. She does State of the Stash. That's where I was getting that. So I got that idea from her. I will link the playlist down below. I have 2 episodes out right now. If you haven't seen them, you can check them out. If you have, thank you. All right. I think that's my spiel. I will also have my friend Amie from Happy Little Yarn and Andrea the Cat Lady are hosting a year-long knit-along called Stitch Quest. So I'll have a link to that. It's a year-long knit-along where you just knit and crochet stuff, whatever you want. There's little side quests. I am not very active on there. I need to be. I was very good, and then I kind of fell off. I added my scarf. The thing I don't like about Ravelry and adding things to the like FO threads and chatter threads is that you have to make a project page. And I knit so many socks that it's kind of annoying to make project pages for all my socks when they're pretty much all the same. You know, same pattern, same stitches. So yeah, it's kind of annoying to make project pages for all of my socks. But I did add my scarf to their FO thread. So yes, if you want to join that knit along, hop over there. I will have a link to that. I need to get better at posting my stuff over there. Today is Friday, March 14th, 2025. Friday, and it is 8:59 a.m. and it's Pie Day. Happy Pie Day if you celebrate. I sadly do not have any pie in my house, so I will not be celebrating. I mean, is that how you celebrate Pie Day? I know it's math related, but everybody's like, eat some pie. I would love to have pie, but I don't have any. And I am not a baker, and I am not going out to buy the stuff to make the pie or go out and buy a pie. So no pie for me. All right, let's get started. First, we're not going to talk about this yet. We're going to talk about my first finished object. I finished my Night Owl fiber socks. I'm doing, she is hosting a knit along where you knit a pair of socks in her yarn, 1 pair every month. And if you do all 12 months, you get a surprise skein. So I was like, I have at least 12 skeins in my stash. And that was one of my goals for 2025, was to knit more of her yarn. So it just worked out perfectly. All of my socks today, yes, they're all fingering weight. Are all fingering weight yarn, 64 stitches. I do 15 rounds of knit 2, purl 2 rib. Let's see what else. US 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter. I use the Magic Loop Vanilla Socks on Magic Loop by the Crazy Sock Lady. Oh, I love these so much. I picked out, this is Floo powder, Night Owl Fibers Floo powder. This is pair number 15 for 2025. And I started these March 1st. Yep, March 1st and finished them March 9th. I believe I did like 70 rows for the leg on these, around there, plus the 15 ribbing. The heels are in a scrap I had. I think it's Leading Men Fiber Arts. It's more yellowy green. In real life, it's really blowing out. But yeah, these are for me. I'm excited to go through most of my Night Owl Fibers are Harry Potter colorways. So I kind of want to go through a lot of those, and then I can, I have a bag saved of all my scraps, and I want to do some epic Scrappy Harry Potter socks. Yes, I got a hair, a white hair dangling. You can see that, nice, nice. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say about these. I love them, and they're for me. And that's my only finish of socks this week. But I think next week I might have 2, because you'll see it in here in a minute with all my whips. All right, now we can talk about my scarf. I might rearrange a little bit because it's warmer than I thought it was going to be. I have a project page for this. I used my Dragon Hoard yarn / Yarn Cafe Creations Harry Potter Advents from 2023 and 2024. I used all 48 colors, and I did 11 rows each color. And I essentially just knit a tube. I did not Kitchener the ends. It's just rolling. It's fine. I don't care. So that was kind of satisfying, like, because I've done these before where I, Kitchener the 2 together, and that was kind of a pain. But just having a big tube, it's glorious. And I started here, and I think this right here is like the halfway point. So here over is 24. And then there is, I don't remember where I was last week. Did I have 8 colors left? I don't remember. I finished it. I caked each mini up and I held it double. So I pulled from the outside and the inside of the cake. So this thing is heavy. I forgot. Did I remember right down? Oh, I do. Well, I'll give you a little spoiler. It was 482 grams. So that was nice for my stash out, or my grams out. But I'll talk about here in a little bit how, that was all fine and dandy until something happened. So yes, I have a Ravelry project page for this, if you would like to check it out. I used a US 7 and I cast on 80 stitches. And it was pretty much in it. It was glorious. I loved it. I just wanted to get to the next color. And I did do a jogless join. I don't know if that's in my project page. Probably not. I just knit a color. When I start a new color, I knit a whole round. And when I got to the first stitch on the next round, I pulled up the leg from the bottom color, put it on my needle and knit those two together, and that kind of helped the jog. So that's what I did. I love it. And it's about 7.5 inches this way. I did not block it. I don't know if I will. I have a feeling these are very like dark and moody colors. It's probably going to bleed like no other. I've had problems with their yarn in the past. I don't know whose is whose, so I can't tell, you know, if it's Dragon Hoard yarns, but if I do soak it, I will use lots of color catchers and I will not do it for very long. But I think what I did before, I made the painting honeycombs shawl with one of their advents. And I used white as my background, which is probably not the smartest thing to do. It looked cool, but it bled in a couple areas, so it's probably fine. Just be aware, use the color catchers because they're very dark and moody. But I love it. So yep, this is the Harry Potter book number 7. So this was their last advent. Makes me kind of sad. I've gotten it for probably 4 years, maybe. But yeah, it felt good to use all of these up. I did wind off 5 grams from all of them to put them in my cozy memories. So I decided to do that. And I still have enough after that to knit at least two or 3 pairs of Scrappy socks. So I will be doing that in the future. But we're gonna leave it on like that because wrapped around my head it's kind of warm. All right, I think that's it. Oh, I'm looking at my notes. I think that's it. Project page down below if I forgot something or didn't answer one of your questions. All right, whip number 1. This is in a bag by Happy Little Yarn. Amie, and I need a sock blocker because I finished a sock yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was. Or was it Wednesday? I don't remember. So I have a half finished object. I love this colorway so much. This is Turtle Pearl. Amie from Happy Little Yarn sent me some yarn to make her socks. So this is one of them. So you can't really read that. It's crushed. There's a picture of the colorway. And I should have weighed my mini. It came with 2 50-gram cakes already divided in a mini. And I thought the mini was 20 grams, but I still have a lot left. I've done 2 heels and a toe, and I still have this much left, so I probably could have done the cuff. Oh well, it's okay. I didn't. I just figured it was 20 grams. Let's weigh it. Ooh. I have this big scale that I got from Amazon. I use this one to weigh like my finished objects. Scarves, socks, shawls, whatnot. Yeah, it says 19. Was it 50 gram? I don't even, why didn't I weigh this? And of course it doesn't really say, it doesn't say on the tag how much. No, it just says 75, 25. Directions. It does not say, but I have 19 grams left, so maybe it was 30. Maybe it was 25. I don't know. Anyway, I have 19 grams left. So I guess I will have extra for Scrappy stuff and blankets and whatnot. Okay. Stop showing you the yarn. Show you the sock. Look at this. This is the prettier side. So the prettier side. It doesn't really matter. Here's the other side. Look at this. This is beautiful. So I did the heels and the toes in the mini. And I did 44 rows for the leg. I just did it where I stopped at a particular color. I did 15 rows of knit 2, purl 2, rib. 64 stitches. Same thing. It's beautiful. Love it. So there's the first sock. And I'm on the foot on the second sock. So I probably could have finished these, but I'm switching up my whips. I'll talk about that in a little bit when I get my next whip out. If you're curious about my markers, I will link a video down below. But yeah, I'm on the foot. I am, let's see, right here-ish. So I have that much. Oop. So I'm right there on the second sock. So I have that much left. I feel like I could finish these today. I know I got big plans. I got lots of stuff to do today, so we'll see. I'll cast on some socks. I want to work on the other sock. They do match. Ooh, love it. For my markers, I like to put them all on the first sock, and then when I do the second sock, take them off this one and put them on here so that they match and they're all the same length, but also as motivation to just keep plucking these off and finish the second sock. Looks like I have 10, 20, 30, probably like 40 rows left and a toe. Yep. So, and I knit my socks on Chiaogoo red lace needles, 32-inch cord. Those are, I knit everything on Chiaogoo needles, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I love the Chiaogoos. They're my faves. I've knit a ton of socks. And I have accumulated needles over my, sock knitting journey here. But I'm pretty sure I still have I don't know which one is which anymore, but I'm pretty sure I still have the first pair of these when I started knitting socks back in I think I knit my first pair of socks in 2016, 17. So I've been knitting socks for a long time and I've never had any of these break. Never. I'm still using them. I probably have maybe 10 pairs of these. Maybe 8. No, it's probably closer to 10, maybe 12. I used to have a lot of sock whips and now I don't anymore, so I just kind of cycle through my needles. So yep, this is whip number 1. And we're getting to 20 minutes, and just like that, my feet are asleep. Usually about the 18-20 minute mark. So yep, that is whip number 1. Oh, love these. And for Amie's foot, she wears a size 10, I think. And she likes from the heel to the toe to be 9.5 inches. So that's what I knit. I feel like she must like a lot of negative ease in her sock, because my foot is at, I wear like 8.5, and for my socks I do 9 inches from here to here. So hers is like a 1/2 inch, but sure, her foot is a little bit bigger than mine, but she must love like the negative ease. I like some, but also like superwash yarn, it stretches out, so it's probably best that I knit them like that for her. So that is that whip. And I do about 80 rows for her foot. Right after the eye count from the gusset to here as 80 rows. That's, I also include the gusset in that. About 80 rows is about 9.5 inches once I do the toe and stuff. All right, that is whip number 1. Oh, I should have moved my foot a little bit sooner. You know that feeling where it's like shooting up your leg? Yeah, it's tingly. Someday I might change my setup, but right now I'm sitting on the floor upstairs where the ceilings are like this, and if I get a chair, you're not going to see any of my beautiful yarn. So I'm sitting on the floor for you. These were cast on last week, I believe. I showed them, but I think I just had it cuffed up. I don't know. I didn't put a progress keeper in. Yep, these were cast on last time. So this is an old whip. This is Mountain State Stitches. So I've decided that I want to use my Felici. There it is, my Knitpicks Felici. Look, I got some holes. That's going to change here in a little bit. So if you've been here for a while, you know the Felici fiasco, that they got rid of it for like a year and a half-ish. They brought it back, and then all of a sudden it's like clicked. I just want to knit all of it now. So I have been a big fan of Felici, and then they got rid of it, and I was very sad and mad. And I put it in timeout for a long time. I didn't get rid of it. I'm glad I didn't. I put it in timeout. I got it out of my cube. I didn't want to look at it. But since they brought it back, and I hope it stays back, I am on a mission to knit my Felici. So this is Bebop. And I also like to write on the tag when I got it. So this is from summer 2022. I believe that was the last release that they did until like last fall. I guess 24 is when they came back. And I'm also using Midnight, also a summer 2022. They released some solid colors to coordinate with heels and toes, which was pretty cool. So I ended up getting all of those colors. I'm going to slowly use them here. So I have been knitting these in the evenings, like after dinner, my after dinner knitting until I go to bed. I work on these, and I'm doing them tandem. If you follow me on Instagram, I am showing like how much I get done each day. Now this one is more saturated than this one. It's okay, it happens. I mean, it's not too bad. Sometimes they're very, very obvious. There is some white spots here. It's just the way it goes. I got them to match. I didn't have to pull out. Did I have to pull out any? Yes, I did. I had to pull out a couple stripes. So I just went ahead and got them to match. It was perfect that the cuff, this has a very, it's essentially 2 stripes. Is all black, and it fit for the cuff exactly. It was like magical. There's some white specks up there too. Yeah, this one is ready for the heel. Since this is like really black, I've been doing the heels during the day because there's no way I'm knitting that black at night with those slip stitches. Nope, nope, nope. Heel turn would be okay, but so I'm going to, this one is ready for the heel, and I'm going to rearrange myself. I'm going to knit the heel flap, the heel turn, and I'm going to pick up the gusset stitches and do like maybe 1 or 2 rounds. And then I can do the gusset at night. That's not a big deal, but picking up those stitches and knitting that, we're not doing that, so I have to do that today. And I might break my rule and work on these tomorrow. Going to my parents, and they're like so close to being done. I might just take them and work on these, and then I can start a new one. I am also putting these, all of my colorways, on a app called Spin the Wheel, and I've already spun the wheel. I'll show that in a little bit. I'm going to show you my next pair, what I'm going to cast on next. Yeah. Also, as of right now, I don't know when this happened. I think it was Sunday. I checked this morning. It's Friday, so this goes up on Monday. I'm pretty sure that this sale is still going to go on. I don't know. But Felici is 20% off. So if you want some colors, I suggest go get some, because this might be the time where they're trying to sell out these colorways and maybe potentially bring new colors in the summer. That's what they did in the past. They come out with their fall colorways. They have fall release and a summer release. The fall release is usually in November, and that's what happened. It came back around November. So now they're trying to, like, it's springtime. They're probably going to try to sell out what they have so they can bring out new colors. And if they do, I probably will be getting some. I know I told myself that I don't need to buy any more single sock skeins. But here we are. I mean, Felici does have its flaws, but it is very affordable. And it's great for, like, kid socks. I don't feel guilty about giving these to my kids whatsoever. I'm probably gonna, like, I'm gonna make all these socks, and at some point I'll let my daughters pick which ones they want. My daughter, Natalie, has seen these. She wasn't like, ooh. I could tell when she, like, really liked something, but she wasn't really excited about these either, so I'll just save them, and maybe she'll want them. But now we're getting to the point where it's spring, it's gonna get hot, so I might just save them until, like, the fall and winter. We'll see. But yep, there we are. So go get some Felici if you want it. I was like, oh no, my gram's in. It's not gonna go well. I bought 7 colors. And I buy 2 balls of each because I like to do really long legs. So you can do the math. So my scarf, I'm like, oh right, that's a big project. And then I just bought all that yarn. So grams out and grams in for March are not good. We'll just say that. I am going to be positive this month, but it's okay. All right, I think that's it. And I didn't even buy all of the colors. They had a lot of colors this time. I feel like they usually have, like, around 8 per release. They had like 15 this time. And I'm like, ooh. And I was like, well, I'll get 4 colors. I'm like, that's 400 grams. That's not so bad. And then I'm like, well, if I want to get free shipping. And it was on sale. I told myself, if it ever goes on sale or clearance or whatever, I'm getting it. I probably could have waited. It maybe would have gone down more, but I would be afraid of the colorways that I want would not be there. So I don't know. I couldn't tell you if it's going to go cheaper than 20%. I feel like if it doesn't sell, they might. I don't know. But, so go check it out. I think that's coming. My Felici's coming today, so I will fill in my holes here. I have enough for 6. And I bought 14, so it's probably going to go. I got room in that cubby there, so it'll go in there. I'm not mad. It's fine. I can't expect myself not to buy any yarn. I mean, come on. my mom made this bag for me. With fabric that was bought at Joann's. Rip Joann. All right, this is my Felici jelly roll blanket. Oh, that's another reason why I want to knit my Felici. So I have more scraps for this. I'm making a jelly roll blanket by KF Jones. I'm using all Knitpicks Felici yarn. It's gonna be crazy and beautiful. I can't wait. I also have a project page for this. I put in two, I have a bag here with scraps. I really wanted to finish this in March, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. So I put some scraps in here. I wrote down how many grams was in said bag, so when I finish this, I can put it in my grams out. I really wanted to finish this in March, but I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 balls left, and some of them are pretty big. I think they're all about 10. I think that one's like maybe 11, because it was a scrap from somebody. So I did a small one and a large one. So I was right there. Look at that. Oh, I can't wait to get to the second strip. Look at all of those colors of Hoard. It is, oh, my scarf, I forgot to say, it is, I am 5'3/4", and it's taller than me, my scarf, if I just hold it out. So it's probably 6 foot. Easy. I haven't, my husband is 5'8", I think. I haven't like held it up to him to see. Like, can you stand so I can measure my scarf? He'll probably think I'm a weirdo. That's okay. So here it is. I'm going to weave in my ends when I do my connecting row. Oh my goodness. So from here to here was one. That was a smaller bit. And then from here to here was a bigger one. I think this one is Zen. I do remember. I don't know all of them off the top of my head. This one was, this isn't all of it, but I think this was Sally. And I have my, don't want to dump my blanket in my coffee. Twin Mountain Handcrafts Progress Keeper. Little coffee pot. So yeah, I have, there was a few mornings that's like, I'm just gonna work on this for like about an hour-ish, 45 minutes. And that worked for like maybe 3 days. And then I kind of fell off that. I didn't do it today, but I finished my ball, so I wasn't worried about working on it today. But last Sunday I was really wanting to finish my scarf. I know I said I can, well, if I do so much, I can finish it on Monday, and I'm like, I want to finish it. So I didn't really work on my Scrappy blanket that much on Sunday. So I'm hoping that this Sunday I can work on this. And I might just hold it standing up. It's probably 3 foot. I don't know. I'm not going to stand up right now. This is how I'm measuring it to see if it's big enough. And once I get to that point, right now it's like, is it big enough? No. Is it big enough? No. Is it big enough now? No. So it's like, once I finish the first strip and I start knitting the second one, I feel like it's going to go faster. Maybe. I don't know. But I feel like I got a decent amount done. So I'm using Signature Needles, US 2s, 2.75. I have my little avocado dude. Yeah. Fingering weight, just single. I wanted to do, I would love to do a DK weight version, but with self-stripping yarn, I can't really hold it double unless I hold like a bare yarn with it. And I feel like, I don't know. I mean, that might look cool. I mean, I might have more Felici after I finish this blanket. I mean, if they keep coming out with colors and I keep buying it, I keep knitting it, I'm gonna have lots of scraps. So maybe in the future I will do a DK weight one held with some bare yarn. That might be fun. We'll see. I don't need any more blankets. At this point, I am making blankets for my blankets because we don't really need any more blankets. But my blankets need blankets. That might be the title of this episode. My blankets need blankets. All right, that's all of my whips. Socks and blankets. I'm going to keep working on that jelly roll blanket until I don't want to work on it anymore. I know at some point when it gets to be summertime, it's like I don't want to work on that. But that's still kind of small at this point. So we'll see. I'll just keep on working on it. And yeah. Alright, I'm going to show you future cast-ons. Because I have a lot over here. First, I'll show you my Felici that I spun the wheel. And this is what it came up with. All of my colorways are from 2022, except for like one. So, actually, that's a lie. I will have a bunch. I think I have two. Yeah, I have two from, did I put it right on here? Stretch. Yep. I got two colorways that are fall 2024, and I will still write fall 2024 on the ones that I got today because essentially that's that collection. So I picked out Roommates, which I think is inspired by Bert and Ernie. Oh, I was so happy when this one came up. Look at it. I caked it up. This one, I don't think I cut any off at all, and it's matching. Oh, so that is satisfying. So this is gonna be cast on once I finish my Bebop socks, and I think I chose, I don't know about this, we're gonna go with it. I'm gonna do that for the heels. What do you think? Do you think it goes well? I was really debating on this color. This is another one of those solid colors from 2022. And it's called Brittle, which is the weirdest name for this yellow color. I would call it like lemon or dandelion. Brittle, I don't know. Let's rearrange myself here and dig through my, nope, the band came off. This was the color I was thinking about, but it's kind of like, I don't know. I was debating on that color too, but I thought like if it was Bert and Ernie, it needs to have the bright yellow. So this one is dragon fruit. So yeah. Well, and here is all of my Nanoil Fibers Harry Potter colorways. Some have tags, some don't, but that's my collection so far. I'm just showing you all of my stash. Alright, so this is going to be cast on next after I'm done with my other Felici socks. And I put them all in a spin the wheel app because I have so many and I have a hard time picking what one to knit. I love pretty much all of them. There are some where it's like, meh, it's okay, it's not my favorite. But so far I've spun the wheel and I'm like, yep, I want to knit that. So yeah, it keeps the decision off of my shoulders. Sometimes I don't want to decide anything. I'm sure all of you ladies out there will understand that. If you have to decide one more thing, you're gonna lose it. So that will be cast on. And I'll show this. I don't know if I'm gonna have a chance to cast this on yet, but I really want to. This is the Freckled Whimsy Yarn of the Month for March. Like what month is this? Pretty sure everybody's probably gotten theirs yet already. Hopefully. If not, spoiler alert. In like a lion, out like a lamb. Oh, look at this. It's so bright and cheery. There's the mini it came with. I really want to cast these on. I would love to have these done by the end of the month. We'll see. We still have like 2 weeks left. So I'm not stressing too bad, but there's not enough time in the day to knit all the socks I want. And then I have this one in a bag already. Bags by Awesome Granny. This was some yarn that Amie sent me. This one might be interesting. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Is it hot knit yarn? Don't know how to pronounce it. But it was a 90s kid mini set. And it kind of like it's a gradient. That's the word I'm looking for. I don't know if I can do this in order, but I put little tags on them because some of them are really, really close. 2, 3, 4. I don't know if I can do this. Can I do this? Maybe. Almost there, guys. Got it. So it goes from like a blue to a purpley pink and then to a orange and yellow. So I'm gonna have to do some figuring out with these because I was just gonna rearrange them and just use scrappy socks, but I kind of like how these go together like this. So my plan for right now, I'm going to, I don't know what number these are. Number 1, I'm gonna do a cuff in 25 rows. Color 2, I'm gonna do 24 rows, heel flap, heel turn. Pretty sure I'll have enough yarn for that. And this one, when I was winding it up, this one might micro stripe and do some weird pooling stuff. So we'll see how that goes. This one, number 3, gusset, and probably 25 rows. Pretty sure the gusset's 20 rows, so maybe the gusset and some extra rows, 2 total 25 rows. 25 rows, 25 rows, and a tip. So this might be a lot at the end. I don't know how that's gonna look, but I'm kind of envisioning that. I'm not gonna do like a fade, like a few like alternate rows to fade. I don't want to do that math. So I'm just gonna do like a color block type thing. So we'll see how that goes. I am unsure. Like this color and this color, they look like they're gonna pool some craziness. So we'll see what happens. So, yep, that is the plan. These will definitely be cast on right after my grape socks. I call them my grape socks. They're not my socks, but grape. I call these my grape. The grape socks. So those will probably be cast on next. Which is why I probably don't want to take those with me when I go to my parents'. And I might want to finish my Felici socks. I don't know. I'll probably take them because, you know, you can't just take one sock whip when you're going to be gone all day. So that's all of my yarny stuff. Not really acquisitions, but yeah. Future cast-ons. I show all of my acquisitions in my Stash Tales episodes. So if you haven't seen a lot of yarn on my regular episodes, that is why I moved it all over there. So if you want to see all the yarn I get, go check those out. All right, reading and watching real fast. Reading is the same thing. Harry Potter #5 and Kingdom of Ash #7, the last book in the Throne of Glass series. I want to finish that book so bad so that I can move on. I like it. It's just I've been reading that series forever, and it's like I want something else. I'm listening to that one on Audible, and I think I have 9 hours left. So I'm hoping like with the next week and maybe 2 weeks, I will have that book done, but we'll see. Reading, my husband and I finished The Boys, season 3. And we started Good Omens season 2. Those are both on Amazon Video. My brain wasn't working there for a second. We're still watching Star Trek Voyager season 3 with the kids. That one we purchased on Apple TV, so we have them forever, as long as Apple TV exists, I guess. And I watched on my own Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, the last Lord of the Rings movie. That's from 2003. We'll see if I watch the Harry Potter movies. I said I was gonna, so I guess we'll see how I feel next week. If I feel like watching movies still. And our Friday night movie last week was Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, also 2003. I thought that was funny that both movies were 2003 that we watched this week. So my kids are both in band. They both play flute. And they got, they have concerts here and there, and then I don't remember, after a concert they usually get new music. So they just had their winter concert, I don't remember. They have a lot of stuff going on with band. Any rate, they got new music, and one of them was a collaboration of Pirates of the Caribbean music, and both of my kids are like, we need to watch that movie so we can. They just wanted to watch it. They're like, I've never seen that movie. I'm like, what's okay? I mean, they're okay. I like the first one, but there doesn't need to be 5 of them. That's just my opinion. I think the second one, I'm like, this is bad. And then the third one's like, I'm not watching these ever again. I haven't seen probably the 4th or 5th one. I don't know. I feel like 1 was enough, but it's okay. So they liked it. I liked the first one, so we rented that on Apple TV because it was not on any streaming service that we have, and yeah, we already have 2. So my husband was like, I'm not going to be signing up for another one just to watch one movie, so we just rented it. I think it was like $4, so not bad. Life stuff. Nah, we didn't really have much going on. I don't think I have anything. It's getting warm out. Today it's going to be 70. I'm not too happy about that. I mean, I'm okay with, opening the windows, which we'll probably be able to do today. So I'm excited for that, but I do not like summer. I absolutely hate it. Like when people get their like seasonal depression during like winter time. I feel like I get my seasonal depression around summertime. Yeah. And it's funny because all of my kids and my husband are like, yes, it's summer. And I was like, oh, it's summer. So it's like we flip-flopped. I was like, for the past like 4 or 5 months, I'm just like, yes, it's cold. I love it. And now it's getting warm. I don't like it. Yeah. I'm not a summer person. Don't like it. So, yeah. That's that. Does anybody else feel that way? Or am I just like, all my family are like, how can you get seasonal depression when it's summertime? I'm like, I can't be the only one. I can't. So let me know in the comments. Do you get your seasonal depression like from June to like September? For here, it's like September is still hot. Sometimes October is too, but yeah. Does anybody else get like the seasonal depressions, the blahs, the blues, whatever you want to call it, during the summer months? I don't, maybe if you're in the other hemisphere, it's starting to get cold for you over there, right? Because it's getting hot here. So yeah, I mean, if you're over there, yeah, you probably get the seasonal depression during the the summer months over here, I guess. Yeah. So I'm gonna hang in there. We have air conditioning, but yeah, I don't usually walk at all in the summer because I can't stand being sweaty. I can't stand it. I don't like it. And the humidity, no. We have days where it's really humid. And it's like, it's either cooler and humid or blazing hot. There's like no in between. If I could have like cooler temps with no humidity and just hot and sticky during the day, I could go outside for a little bit, but the weather is just, I don't know, I'm just very picky, I guess. If it's above 70, it's like, no, I don't want it. Even 70 is hot. I would probably prefer like, the hottest I can probably handle is like maybe 60. Anything above that is too hot. Anyway, all right. I'm just rambling and complaining about the hot weather. So as I sit here and pretend that it's cold outside with my scarf. Yeah, so we'll end it right here. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, put them right down there. I do love reading them. I hope you're all doing well and you're all hanging in there. And hopefully I will see you next week. Bye.